Okay, Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. It says, now remember thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Okay, when you are young, develop moral character so that the evil days of old age will not come. They call old age evil days. See, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. Okay, while you clear minded, when you're young, you clear minded. That's when you have to develop your moral character. Remember the Creator in the days of thy youth. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, your soul, your spirit is the keeper of your house. And you, at old age, many times a person's old will start trembling, and hand will start trembling. And the strong men shall bow themselves. Many times old people, they bow over, you know, even with the strong man. Strong ones will bow over. Those who was healthy and strong at old age will bow over. And the grinders cease because they are few. That's your teeth. You start losing your teeth. And those that look out of the window be darkened. You are looking out your window. Your eyes is your window to your soul. So, but the eyes become dim. And the doors shall be shut in the street when the sound of the grinding is low. That means you lose your appetite. You know, you try to chew your food and it becomes difficult, hard. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, at any little noise bother him. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. The daughters of music are sound and hearing. Those are the daughters called the daughters of music, sound and hearing. But the hearing, they're losing their hearing and even the voice, their voice become low. They don't have a booming, heavy, strong voice anymore. And when they shall be afraid of that which is high, even sunlight, and fears shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish. Almond tree is white on top. That means at old age, your hair start turning white. And the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall feel. That means desire for anything, not just sex. Because man goes to his long home, and the mourners go about the street. That's the funeral. Or ever the silver cord be loose. The silver cord, that's like an umbilical cord. It's the belief that you have a cord that's tied to the moon. Silver. Anytime silver is connected to the moon, that's a belief, superstitious, that there's a cord and it become loose. Or the golden bowl be broken. That's the brain connected to the sun. The brain, the golden bowl be broken. Or the pitcher be broken at the fountain. Or the wheel broken at the cistern. The fountain is your heart. And the pitcher, you know, your heart, you pull things in and out of the pitcher. Like blood come in and out of the heart, you know. So the fountain full of blood, draweth from Emmanuel vein. Now the seventh verse could be my interpretation. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. Now this is taking a turn because I'm taking this in my interpretation. The other poetic meaning is what it is. But now on the seventh verse of Ecclesiastes, I'm using my interpretation. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was. In Genesis, it said man was created from the dust of the earth. And my interpretation is that it is Caucasian people created from the most despicable thing, like alchemists turn iron or a basic metal into gold. They use the most simplest thing to confound the wise. So, but now is the time that they are returning back to the dust, to the nothing that they were, to the nothing, despicable things. And the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. Okay? And the spirit, this is the seventh verse. Oh, now, if you read in Genesis 6:3, Genesis 6:3, it says, and the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. See, that looked like the spirit of death, that it will not always strive with man. That spirit that's within God, that spirit that's in the Caucasian man, the spirit of death, is anti-flesh. It said, because for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. Now, people's bragging when they live to be 100, 102. Well, if they die at 102, they are dying before their time, according to this verse at this time. I know later was shortened to about 70 years or so. But here is 120 years he's supposed to live on average. That's after the fall of man. 120 years. So 100 years, 102 years. If you pass, then you're going before your time. You're going before your time. And it says, verse 4, there were giants in the earth in those days, mental giants, really. And also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they have children to them, the same became mighty men which were of old, men of renown. Now, the sons of God, those were the Moors, black males. Those were Moors. This Bible, part of it is written in reverse. It's not written a long time ago as you think. Those were the Moors came into the daughter of man or white woman. Okay, now this is the main subject. I know I went off about that. A main subject really is that a lot of black people now want to equate themselves with Israel, calling themselves Israelites. But here's what they say about Israel in Leviticus. Okay, in Leviticus, he called them unclean. And he shall make an atonement for the holy place because of the uncleanness of the children of Israel because of the uncleanliness of the children of Israel, and because of their transgressions and all their sins. And so shall he do for the tabernacle of the congregation that remaineth among them in the midst of their uncleanness. He called the children of Israel unclean, and they have to make a certain sacrifice. You want to identify anything the way people do instead of separating from them. That's why the coronavirus is among us, because we refuse to separate with Caucasians. The same as HIV virus came among us because a gay man, when they went to have sex with a Caucasian man, a white man, and it spread among us. HIV, coronavirus, because it's interesting that coronavirus started in China, but you don't see that many cases of it in other part of Asia, like South Korea. Only have 192 deaths, and that's close to China. So that coronavirus was intended to destroy Europe, like Italy and Spain, but not South Korea or North Korea, which is, or Vietnam, which is closer to China. And in North America, and it's hitting the Black community because we are connected in geographical ways with the Caucasian. So the plague that was meant for the Caucasian came upon us because we refused to separate from them. But we have to. We have to. They are going back to their low estate. And we have to clean ourselves up from uncleanliness. More that's unclean. Even the food we eat. I've been a vegan for 20 years. Straight vegan, before that a vegetarian. For 20 years. Because in Leviticus it tells you to clean the unclean meat you eat. But I just cut out all of it altogether. It says don't touch blood or meat. But I stopped eating meat because I do not want to share my DNA with that of an animal. I don't want the animal DNA to become part of me, and you are what you eat. So we have to separate, have to clean ourselves up in many ways. In the way of sex. Don't you know after having sex, you're supposed to wash yourself? Just clean yourself even after having sex. And the woman on a menstruation period is supposed to be separated from her husband for 8 days. I know it's inconvenience. It's a very much inconvenience. Unless you have a big house, and you could do it. And a lot of people, because some women want to cuddle and so forth. And the filthiness that the people that call themselves Israelite, with their porn, filthy mess in that porn. I mean, the sodomy became normalized among us. And they brag about it now, using the banana challenge and all of that on the internet. in Publix, things that was shameful to do even 40 years ago, they're doing now. Anal and all that filth, oral, that's sodomy. And a man should not make it a demand for his wife to do that, which is against her nature to want to do. If she do not want to do it, the same thing for a woman should not command or demand that her husband commit sodomy on her if it's against his nature to do so. And now the children are exposed to that filth. Children are exposed to that filth of pornography. And you know who's involved with that, who started that mess. So we have to clean up with the food we eat. It's good to be a vegan. It's not necessary. It's not a demand, but it's good. Because you are what you eat. So why would you want to be a pig, a chicken, a cow, or whatever? And the Chinese, the filthy, filthy things they eat in China. Stay away from those Asians too. Filthy things to eat. Rat, cat, bat, dogs, and the blood, which you are commanded not to eat. Filthy things they eat. So, anyway, I'm making it short. There's much more I want to say about this, but that's it for today.